Okay, good afternoon, students.
Good
Today
afternoon, madam.
we are discussing about Indian river system. Today we are discussing about Indian river system. So the drainage of India has evolved and adjusted with the evaluation of the three physiographic units. First one, Himalayas. Second one, Peninsular Plateau. Third one, Indo-Gangetic Plains. So the drainage of India has three physiographic units. First one, Himalayas. Second one, Peninsular Plateau. Third one, Indo-Gangetic Plains. So the Himalayas, the drainage system in India can be divided into two categories. The drainage system in India can be broadly divided into two categories. First one, Himalayas. Second one, Himalayan rivers. Second one, peninsular rivers. The Indian drainage system in India can be broadly divided into two categories. First one, the Himalayan rivers and the peninsular rivers. Now, let's come on to the Himalayan rivers. So, the Himalayan rivers belongs to three principal systems. The Himalayan rivers belongs to the three principal systems. Himalayan rivers belongs to the three principal systems. So first one, Indus river system. Second one, Brahmaputra. Third one, Ganga river system. So this is the Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers is also perennial rivers. So the Himalayan rivers belongs to the three principal systems. So number one, Indus river system. Number two, Ganga river system. Number three, Brahmaputra river system. You know, these rivers originate from almost the same region within few kilometers only. Few kilometers of each other separated by water divides. Water divided. The Himalayan rivers belongs to the three principal systems. Number one, Indus river system. Number two, Ganga river system. Number three, Brahmaputra river system. You know, these rivers originate from almost the same region within few kilometers of each, separated by water divided. So the first flow parallel to the main axis of the mountains. The first flow parallel to the main axis of the mountains. So then they take a sudden bend towards the south, cutting through the massive mountains, trying to reach the North Indian plains. In this process, they have covered out deep valleys. For example, deep shaped valleys. For example, this well exhibited by Indus and Brahmaputra river. Indus river, Brahmaputra rivers lo matrame మనం చూడగలుగుతాం V shaped valleys ni. You know, the Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers. The Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers. What is the perennial rivers? Perennial rivers ante జీవనదులు. Perennial rivers ante జీవనదులు. So the Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers. This is because the rivers are supplied on rainfall as well as the melting snow. సంవత్సరం అంతా కూడా ఈ రివర్స్లలో గంగా రివరు, బ్రహ్మపుత్ర రివరు, సింధు, ఈ మూడు రివర్లలో సంవత్సరం పొడవునా వాటర్ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి వీటిని జీవనదులు అంటున్నాం. దిస్ కాల్డ్ పెర్నియల్ రివర్. Only Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers. Himalayan rivers the Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers. వీటినే మనము పెర్నియల్ రివర్స్ అంటున్నాం. అంటే ఈ మూడుని జీవ నదులు అంటున్నాం. అంటే ఈ మూడు నదులలో సంవత్సరం పొడవునా వాటర్ ఉంటాయి. అయితే పెనిన్సులర్ రివర్స్ లో మాత్రము వాటర్ ఉండదు. బికాస్ peninsular rivers are characterized by fixed course, absence of the meander and largely non-perennial flow of water. వీటిలలో మాత్రము సంవత్సరం పొడవునా వాటర్ ఉండదు. హిమాలయన్ రివర్స్ లో మాత్రమే ఎందుకు వాటర్ ఉంటుంది అంటే ఇక్కడ రెయిన్ఫాల్ వాటర్ ఉంటుంది, as well as the melting snow, మంచు కరిగినటువంటి వాటి ద్వారా కూడా ఈ యొక్క రివర్స్ లలో వాటర్ ఉంటుంది. కనుక the Himalayan rivers are perennial rivers. So this is because the rivers are supplied on rainfall as well as the melting snow. This is the Himalayan rivers. You know, the Himalayan rivers are Indus system, Ganga system, Brahmaputra system. Let's peninsular rivers. Peninsular rivers, the Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. Now go to the first one. We will discuss about Indo river system. Indo river system. First one, Indo river system. You know, the Indus originate in the northern slope of the Kailas range in Tibet near Lake Manasarovar. The Indus originates in the northern slopes of the Kailas range in Tibet near Lake Manasarovar. You know, it flows a northwesterly course through the Tibet. It enters Indian territory in Jammu and Kashmir. The main tributaries of the Indus in India are Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, and Satluj. It covers Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, and Himachal Pradesh states of India. So, Indus rivers rise in Tibet near Manasarovar. It flows west and enters India in the Ladakh district of Jammu and Kashmir through a picturesque gorge. Famous 5 rivers of Punjab, the Satluj, the Beas, the Ravi, the Chenab, and the Jhelum meet the Indus a little above Mithankot in Pakistan. So this is the Indus river system. Nearly 33% the Indus basin is located in India in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Himachal Pradesh and the Punjab, the 67% in Pakistan. Nearly 33% in India, remaining 67% in Pakistan in this Sindhu river system, Indus river system. So nearly 33% the Indus basin is located in India in the states of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and the Punjab. 67% in Pakistan. This is the Indus river system. So, Indus river system, how many tributaries of Indus river system? Tributaries of Indus river system. Tributaries of Indus river system. Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, Satluj. Look at the map. Observe here. This is the Indus river. Narmada. Look at the map. Observe here. Indus river, tributaries of Indus. Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, Satluj. This is the Indus river tributaries. So next one, Ganga river system. Next one, Ganga river system. You know, the Ganga has twin sources. The Ganga has twin sources. You know, the main one is the Gangotri Glaciers, where it is called the Bhagirathi. The Ganga has twin sources. Main one is the Gangotri glaciers, where it is called the Bhagirathi. Another one is the Satapnath glaciers, northwest of Badrinath, where it is called Alkananda. Once again, Ganga has twin sources. The Ganga has twin sources. The main one is the Gangotri glaciers, where it is called Bhagirathi. Another one is the Satapnath glaciers, northwest Badrinath, where it is called the Alkananda. So, but the two join at Devaprayaga to form the Ganga that emerges from the hills of Haridwar to join at Devaprayaga to form the Ganga that emerges from the hills of Haridwar. You know, the Ganga is joined by a large number of tributaries. Tributaries of Ganga river. Tributaries of Ganga river. You know, its flows to the left side, Ram Ganga, Garra, Gomati, Gagra, Gandak, Kosi, Bhori Gandak, Mahanandas. So this is the tributaries of left side flowing away at 20 tributaries. Ganga river ki left side flow at 20 tributaries. Right side flow at 20 tributaries. Now left side flow at 20 tributaries. Student, once again, Ganga river ki tributaries left side na flow at 20 tributaries. Ram Ganga, Gorra, Gomati, Gahaprabha, Gandak, Kosi, Bori Gandak, Mahananda. This is the tributaries of left flowing. Another one, right side flowing at 20 tributaries. Yamuna, Tamasa, San, Ponampun, Kilu, Karamansa. This is the right side of flowing to Ganga river tributaries. Tributaries of Ganga river, right side flow at 20 tributaries. Yamuna, Tomasa, Son, Ponpon, Kilo, Karanmansa. Ivi right side flow at 20 tributaries. So, the head of Ganga, Bhagirathi, originates from Gangotri glaciers. It is joined by the Alkananda and other tributaries of Devaprayaga in Uttarakhand. You know, at Haridwar, the Ganga emerges from the mountains to the plains. So, from the north, the Ganga is joined by numerous tributaries like the Yamuna and the Gomati, Gagra, Gandak, Kosi. So observe here Ganga river system tributaries. Observe here. Look at the map. This is the Ganga river system. So Ganga river system lo left side flow ayyetativi, right side flow ayyetativi. Already మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకున్నాం. Left side flow ayyetativi. Once again, left side flow ayyetటువంటి tributaries of Ganga. Ram Ganga, Gorra, Gomati, Gagra, Gandak, Kosi, Bori Gandak, Mahanada. This is the tributaries of Ganga river. Left side flow at 20 tributaries. Right side flow at 20 tributaries. Once again, Yamuna, Tomsa, San, Ponpon, Kilo, Karanmansa. This is the tributaries of Ganga river. Right side flow at 20 tributaries. The main streams flows southward into the Bangladesh and is joined by the Brahmaputra before going to join this river, Ganga river is known as Padma river. The main stream flows southward into the Bangladesh and is joined by the Brahmaputra. Before going to join this river, Ganga river is known as Padma river. Another one, this mighty river with water from Ganga and Brahmaputra flows into the Bay of Bengal and forms to the Sundarban Delta. It is the most classic and the largest delta of the world. The Bay of Bengal and forms of the Sundarban Delta. It is the most classic and the largest delta of the world. This is the Ganga river system. Next one, Brahmaputra river system. Next one, Brahmaputra river system. The Brahmaputra rises from the snout of the Chamayangadeng glaciers. Which place? Chamayangadeng glaciers. The Brahmaputra rises from the snout of the Chamayangadeng glaciers of the Kailasa range near Manasarovar. The Brahmaputra rises from the snout of the Chamayangadeng glaciers of the Kailasa range near Manasarovar. You know, it flows eastwards through the southern Tibet. The Brahmaputra river is known as Sangpo in Tibet. Near the Brahmaputra rises from the snout of the Chamayangadeng glaciers of the Kailasa range near Manasarovar. It flows eastwards to southern Tibet. Lotsang, it opens out into wide navigable channel for about 640 kilometers. Lotsang, it opens out into the wide navigable channel for about 640 kilometers. Thereafter, the river breaks through the successions of rapids. It enters in a great loop southwest through the Arunachal Pradesh in India. First as the Siang Dihang. So it enters in great loop southwest through Arunachal Pradesh in India. First as the Siang and then the Dihang. First as the Siang and then as the Dihang. Arunachal Pradesh lo southwest వైపున తిరిగినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ అంటే అరుణాచల్ ప్రదేశ్ లో సియాంగ్ అని దిహాంగ్ అని అంటారు బ్రహ్మపుత్ర రివర్ ని. అనదర్ వన్ ఎమర్జింగ్ ఇంటూ ద అస్సాం వ్యాలీ. The Assam Valley, it is joined by two tributaries. The Debhang and the Lohit. అస్సాం వ్యాలీలోకి వచ్చినప్పుడు బ్రహ్మపుత్ర రివర్ రెండు ట్రిబ్యూటరీస్ ఉన్నాయి. అవి దెబ్బాంగ్, లోహిత్ అనే ఈ టూ ట్రిబ్యూటరీస్. దెబ్బాంగ్, లోహిత్. అరుణాచల్ ప్రదేశ్ లో జాయిన్ అయినప్పుడు సియాంగ్ అని దిహాంగ్ అని పిలుస్తారు. అస్సాం వ్యాలీలోకి వచ్చినప్పుడు దెబ్బాంగ్, లోహిత్ అనే టూ ట్రిబ్యూటరీస్. So the Debhang and the Lohit, from here the rivers is known as the Brahmaputra. The river is known as the Brahmaputra. Okay, the Brahmaputra rises in Tibet, east-west of Manasarovar Lake, very close to the sources of the Indus and the Satluj. In Tibet, it is known as Sangpo. Tibet lo Brahmaputra river ni Sangpo ani pilustaru. In Tibet, it is known as Sangpo. You know, it flows eastwards parallel to the Himalayas to its south. It flows eastwards parallel to the Himalayas to its south. When it reaches mountain peak of Namcha Bharwa, it takes U-turn and make 5,500 meters deep gorge. When it reaches mountain peak of Namcha Bharwa, 7,757, it takes a U-turn and makes 5,500 meters deep gorge. Then it entered in India, in Arunachal Pradesh. Here it is called Dibhang. Dibhang, Dihang, and Dibhang. So, Brahmaputra river rises in Tibet, east of Mansarovar Lake. It flows to the eastwards, parallel to the Himalayas. On reaching the Namcha Bharwa, 7,757 meters, it takes a U-turn and enters into India in Arunachal Pradesh through the gorge. Then, tributaries of Brahmaputra. Dibhang, Lohit, Dhansari, Kolang, Manasa, Biki, Raida, Tista, Sabanasiri. This is the tributaries of Brahmaputra. You know, tributaries of Brahmaputra. Dibhang, Lohit, Dhansari, Kolang, Komang, Manasa, Biki, Raida, Jaladak, Tista, Sabanasari. You know, Brahmaputra rivers tributaries lo kuda left side flow ayetetu unnayi, right side flow ayetetuvantivi unnayi. So first we will discuss about left side flow ayetetuvanti tributaries of Brahmaputra. Left side flow ayetetuvanti tributaries Dibhang, Lohit, Dhansari, Kolang. Right side flow ayetetuvanti tributaries of Brahmaputra Karmai, Manasa, Biki, Raidak, Tista, Sabanasiri. Ivi right side flow ayetetuvantivi Brahmaputra river ki. Alage next one. Manasarovar. You know, observe here. Manasarovar. Already we have discussed about tributaries of Indus river. So, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, Satluj. States Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab. Tributaries of Ganga river. Yamuna, Son, Kosi, Gagra, Gandak. It flows to the Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal. Another one, tributaries of Brahmaputra. Tista, Manasa, Lohit, Sabanasari. You know, Tista, Manasa, Sabanasiri, it flows to the right side. Ivanni kuda right side flow ayetetuvantivi. Left side flow ayetetuvantivi. Dibhang, Lohit, Dhansari, Kolang. Ee four tributaries left side flow ayetetuvi. It flows to the Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Sikkim. So next one. You know, next peninsular rivers. Next subheading, peninsular rivers. You know, the peninsular rivers, the Western Ghats are the water divided between the major peninsular rivers. The Western Ghats are the water divided between the major peninsular rivers. You know, discharging their water in Bay of Bengal and is a small rivers joining the Arabian Sea. Most of the major peninsular river except Narmada and Tapati flow from west to east. The Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Kale and Son originate in the northern part of peninsular, belongs to the Ganga river system. You know, the peninsular drainage are the Mahanadi, the Godavari, the Krishna and Kaveri. Peninsular rivers are characterized by fixed course, abundance of meanders and largely non-perennial flow of the water. Observe here, Godavari, peninsular rivers, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Narmada, Tapati, Mahanadi. Observe here. So, the Godavari is the largest peninsular river. You know, the Godavari is the largest peninsular river. The source of this river is the Triambak Plateau near Nasik in Maharashtra and discharge its water into Bay of Bengal. So this is the peninsular rivers. First one, Mahanadi. Mahanadi river rises in the highlands of Chhattisgarh. It flows through the Orissa into the Bay of Bengal. Its basin drains part of Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Odisha. You know how many peninsular rivers? Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi, Narmada, Tapati, etc. So, Godavari is the largest peninsular river system. So, first we will go to the Mahanadi. Mahanadi river rises in the highlands of Chhattisgarh. It flows through the Orissa into the Bay of Bengal. Its basin drains of parts of Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Odisha. So this is the Mahanadi rivers. Observe here, Raipur, Damtari. Look at the map. So this is the Bay of Bengal. So this is the Mahanadi river. So next one, observe here, this is the Narmada river, Tapati river, Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi. Observe here, మీరు మ్యాప్ గాని రివర్స్ ఒక్కసారిగా చూసినట్లయితే ఎగ్జామ్ లో మ్యాప్ పాయింటింగ్ ఈజీగా గుర్తు పెట్టొచ్చు. కాబట్టి మీరు చూసుకోండి ఒకసారి అసలు కావేరి రివర్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఇండియా మ్యాప్ లో. దిస్ ఈస్ ద లార్జెస్ట్ రివర్ ఇన్ గోదావరి రివర్ ఇన్ దిస్ పెనిన్సులర్ రివర్స్ లలో పెద్ద రివర్ గోదావరి రివర్, లార్జెస్ట్ రివర్. సో నెక్స్ట్ నర్మదా, తపతి, కృష్ణ, కావేరి, మహానది. So let's go to the Mahanadi river. Mahanadi river rises in the highlands of Chhattisgarh. It flows through the Orissa into the Bay of Bengal. So it basin drainage parts of Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Odisha. Next one, river of Godavari. River of Godavari. You know, Godavari River is the largest peninsular river. Already we have discussed about that yesterday class. Godavari River is the largest peninsular river. It rises from the eastern slopes of the Western Ghats in the Nasik district of Maharashtra. It rises from the eastern slopes of the Western Ghats in the Nasik district of Maharashtra. It has the largest drainage basin among the peninsular river. It has the largest drainage basin among the peninsular rivers. Because of its length and areas it covers, it is known as the Dakshina Ganga. It is length and areas it is covers, it is known as the Dakshina Ganga. Observe here. Look at the map. This is the Godavari River. Godavari River. This is the Godavari River. Look at the map. It flows to the, it rises from the eastern slope of the Western Ghats in the Nasik district. This is the Western Ghats in the Nasik district of Maharashtra. It has largest drainage basin among the peninsular rivers because its length and areas it covers. It is known as the Dakshina Ganga. Another one, the river Krishna. The river Krishna. You know, Krishna river rises from a spring near Mahabaleshwar in the Western Ghats. Krishna river rises from a spring near Mahabaleshwar in the Western Ghats. It has several major tributaries. It has several major tributaries. Okay. Continue the next class. We will discuss about Krishna river, Kaveri river, Mahanadi river. I will ask some questions. How many tributaries of Godavari river? Anybody answer? Godavari river. How many tributaries of Godavari river? Okay, important tributaries of Godavari river.